D&D machine go brrr. Hello? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
It's nice and heavy.
Yeah, it's
Guten
It's
Tag.
getting nice and heavy. My name's So Dave, or Them Dave, if you're watching on Twitch, or if you're following me on Twitter. Yeah. I am one of the many-headed beasts of the Electric Dice Podcast. If you're here, I encourage you to also come watch some of our other shows, which are The Gate. Sunday Greyhawk just died, so that's not happening anymore. What the heck are we playing besides this? Anything?
Bunnies and burrows.
No, we're not. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so while we're spinning up some other shows, you can also check out our YouTube. I don't know if there's a link to that, but I looked at it the other day. There's 107 videos up. 3 of them are creator interviews. One of them is a pheasant that was like pecking at the window trying to get into my house. And then, so what? The other 102 are all D&D games. So I thought that was kind of neat.
That's a good ratio.
Yeah. Like every 100 episodes, we'll just put a bird that tried to attack my house.
That's 100 episode Jacob.
That's pretty good. Cool. All right, I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass it on to Devin.
That's me.
Mhm.
I'm Devin.
Yeah.
I'm playing a monk. I did not write my name down. Who am I again?
Well, thankfully it's on the overlay.
Win. That's me. Was it?
Yeah, it's on the overlay. Although the overlays say you're level
I
3
can't.
now.
See, I was actually looking at the overlay, and it blended in with my shirt.
Yeah.
So, all right, I am Win. I am a Simic hybrid monk. I disappeared last game,
True. And you
For
don't know
reasons.
why.
and I don't know why.
Although you might have suspicions.
I don't.
Reasonable. All right, pick somebody else
Next.
to go.
I'm picking other Josh.
What's up? Good morning or evening for a lot of you. This is Josh, also known as the other Josh Art, the main DM for Fried Dice Paradice. Sorry for the delay. New tech, so confused much. English not working because trying to figure out everything. I'll be playing Gran Levid, the Zwerfniblin Alchemist Artificer. And I'm gonna shoot. Let's jump across the screen downwards. I'm gonna shoot Houch.
So, hi, I'm Houch. I Hatteras Toll, as he would say it. Hatteras Toll! Human fighter on Fried Dice Paradise, yes.
All right, I'll just go ahead then. Hi, I am Denise. I play Bree, who is a ranger, halfling, lotus den, swarm keeper kind of thing. Happy-go-lucky and excited to be here. Both me and Bree. Yeah, I'm from Fried Dice Paradise. I wanted to sing the song because actually our name is based off like is it a play? As a book and a play and a musical. So, yes. For those who know, they know, I guess. But yeah, excited to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that goes living in a Fried Dice Paradise, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
I know
Dice
that
Paradise.
Something
Alright.
very nice.
one. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will now pass the time on to main Josh.
I am
Josh 1.
also Josh 2, Josh B, as it were. And tonight I will be playing the role of Varun, a Wood Elf Ranger, loose cannon cop who doesn't play by the rules and has nothing to lose.
Classic. Just much like his player, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So we had ended the session prior with Devin seeing a weird mirror man. Win seeing a weird crystalline, shadowy mirror man during his watch. And
Yep.
when we all woke up, Win was just gone. There were no tracks or anything. The only real... And the mirror was also gone. The only sort of trail that we had, I found some gnome blood that was relatively fresh, but not super duper fresh. So we continued moving towards the estate that the other gnomes, surely unrelated to the gnome blood, had pointed us in the direction of. I have a spit bubble, so I'm going to take a drink really quick.
I'm like, it is not my natural state to want to dab, but I have a lot of caffeine in me, and this music like really makes me want to like, you know what I mean?
I started dabbing on like ironically a couple of years ago, and then within a week I was doing it unironically all the time.
Like
it's hard to break too.
I kind of want to like get our webcams arrayed in a way that we can do like the Ginyu Force. You know what I mean? That would be a lot of fun. Right? Yeah. Hold on, let me keep doing your thing. I gotta Google the Ginyu Force to figure out which one I want to be.
Yeah. So we were going towards the estate, and we found a little farm. Nice, pleasant rolling hills with a couple of horses. And
Were they spiders?
They weren't for once. Their names were Terrence and Sprinkles. Sprinkles is a badass.
Okay.
Nope, not doing it right.
Yeah, we'll just Photoshop all of them in right later. Just at any point
Yeah.
in the stream, just do your Ginyu Force pose, and I'll just like super cut them all.
Denise and I spoke with the horses Actually, I spoke with the horses. Denise was just really good with them. So Sprinkles has bonded with her. Terrence is a little bit slower, has bonded with me. The other three moved the plot forward in our absence. And
Fuck.
Checked out the house. I was pretty sure there was going to be... Oh, yeah, so Terrence told me that the farmer couple had been slaughtered overnight pretty brutally by something that had spider-like legs. So we all formed up outside the farmhouse. I did the dumb ranger detect things and found there was a fae within a 6-mile radius, but it doesn't tell you number or location. So we get in the house, and then from kind of behind where we'd come, actually, we got attacked by a big old troll, who we put down with minimal damage to ourselves. Actually, we kind of did pretty well. It's this group's red dragon, apparently. And I was trying to remember earlier. I genuinely don't remember how the session ended. If we just ended it at the end of the combat, or if there was anything after that.
Just want to say that minimal damage to all of you, but I went down.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah. Houch took a lot of hits for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Thanks, Houch.
Yeah.
You a real one.
I'm a meat sponge.
If I'm remembering correctly, we did end pretty much right at the last scene. AJ's character, Caravan, grabbed some of the decomposing troll out of the air and ate it.
Yes.
And it was...
salty.
Yeah, we were not sure if it was going to be glass or salt. I think the group was pretty split 50-50, but it was in fact salt. So, that was...
the salt, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lots of salt, lots of apples. No.
I think it was 5 gold worth of salt or something like that.
I think it was 5 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds, yeah.
Oh yeah, 5 pounds, yeah.
But yeah, it was quite a bit of salt. A lot of salt going around. So we pick up... Yeah, it is such an AJ thing to do. We pick up right on that moment, right? Because I think the party was kind of checking... Oh, the bag. The bag. That was the other thing. The scene ended with the camera going into the bag. I don't remember who was looking at it, though. I think I didn't let AJ do it because he had been hogging the scenes.
I was very specifically trying not to look into it.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't see what was in it. The camera just went into it. Who wants it? Who wants to be holding the bag?
Win.
I mean, he's not there, so that won't work.
Worth a shot.
Wasn't
No, if all of
wasn't
you
it
are
Krivon?
worthless, I will look at it.
You want to look
Yeah,
at
wasn't it Krivon and Bree?
it? Let's go with Bree, because Kirvan was doing too much at the end of the last session. being a little bit of an Ann hog, you know what I mean? So Bree, you've got the bag, and if you remember, it's something of a cross between metallic leaves and scales, and it's about the size of like a dice bag. It's a little bit larger, but it's like reflective in grain. It's very pretty. And when you kind of pop open the little clasp, it has like a little buckle thing, right? You pop the little clasp open and you look at it. The first thing that you notice is that it goes way deeper than you would expect.
Does it feel like it could be used to hold a lot of stuff?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Put your arm in there.
No, face first. Come on.
Oh, okay. So Bree's looking at it, and Bree's like, you know what? I'm kind of curious too. But first, can I turn the bag upside down?
You can.
All right. So I'm just. Does it feel heavy in any way? Like it's just a normal. Does it weigh how it looks like it would weigh?
Yeah, it feels like it's about, it may be a little heavier. Like it's metal, so it's probably about like 4 or 5 pounds, which is probably maybe a little heavier than you'd expect, but it's not like a really heavy bag.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I turn it over and like kind of make it open to empty its contents, if any.
Okay, so you turn it over and you definitely feel something shift in it in a way that seems really odd, but nothing comes out. Do you wish to shake it?
Yes, I wish to shake it, and I do a little dance because it's sort of.
What the heck? Is it not one? Is it not one word? Is that what messed it up? Okay, cool. So, hey, there it is. I did it. I remembered early this time, other Josh. Bree, go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
Oh, dear.
You can roll it with advantage.
All right, no, it's okay. I'm good at that. Hopefully. Oh gosh, that was okay rolls only. But yes, made that advantage.
Okay. So, you go to shake it, and you have to shake it a couple times. And you said you were doing a little dance, right? And you were like, ta,
Yep.
ta, ta, right? And those boulders that the troll had, several of them just come flying out of it at basically like terminal velocity, and then immediately rebound off of the ground and crash into you. And I need everybody to roll a D4 except Win. Win, you're not there.
Does that include me?
No, you're already getting hit.
Okay. Oh no.
Was that everybody? Right, because it didn't. Yeah. That should be everybody. All right, cool. Easy enough for me. Let me find the damage. So a pile of boulders come pouring out of this thing, and rebound in every direction, and it's not great. It's not actually great.
I can only hope that Houch is safe. That Tartarus can get more damage.
Going down again.
Well, they won't get a bonus. They'll just do the straight. Yeah, that'll be okay. That's actually really good. So everybody takes 9 damage.
Ow.
Well, not everybody. I apologize. Hold on. Let me look at the rolls.
Win
again.
is safe.
Yeah, Win is safe. Bree, Levid, and Tartarus all take 9 damage. So it must have just been because you walked away, but Varun, you are
Sorry,
not hit.
quick mechanical question.
Mhm.
When we increase our HP, do we increase our current as well?
Yeah.
All right. Then because of that, I still live.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, and everyone who's watching this,
Oh
there is
gosh.
crap.
That's so sad.
When you,
Okay, sorry.
I know this game won't last terribly long, but when you roll a 1, I let people swap over to just the average if you would like.
Okay, yes, please. Thank you for your mercy. Okay.
Yeah, everybody who's there, the bag's magic. Bag's definitely magic. And
All right.
Bree, you can hear more things shifting in the bag, but currently it's still upside down.
Okay, so Bree quickly realizes her mistake, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and then turns it back over. It's like, I guess I'll just try to take it out now. She's like, so she just sticks her hand in this time round.
Oh, okay.
Unless from the view of everyone kind of signals to her is a bad idea. But for right now, she's just gonna like grab something instead. You know.
I think it's a great idea.
I'm just gonna be drawing everything that I see as per usual.
Tatsuz will step away, step back.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about where Bree is from. Like, and you have carte blanche to describe this. If you want information about the world, you can definitely ask me. But
I have no idea where Bree is from. But wait, do I have a bag? Oh, I think Bree's just from a very humble beginnings. You know, she has a family, so thank God, like no one's dead. She, I guess she grew up in like the pastures in a barn with a lot of animals, and she just grows to love them severely. Yeah, and yeah, I think she just used to like leaves and grass and wheat. If I'm going in the right direction.
sure, no. That's totally cool. Okay, so plains and farmlands and yeah, cool. Well, so the reason I ask is because when you put your head into this bag, you are taken immediately to somewhere high up in the mountains, somewhere not like frigid but very cold, right? Your face is immediately, like chilled with like that cold air kind of, whipping across your face. And then it gets probably a little bit of a uncomfortable feeling because you can't help but look down and you're just a disembodied head floating in the middle of a mountainside somewhere.
Wow. Okay, so Bree just sticks her head out. I was like, wow, that was really cool, but also really uncomfortable. Anyone want to try it? And then she just offers the bag, and she's like, go around like, I teleported. I went to a cool place. It was cold. It was like avalanche. I don't know. Maybe that's where the boulders came from. My bad. Again, sorry about that. I look at those that got injured, like, do you want to try though? And then kind of pass the bag around.
Sure.
I mean, I'll stick my head in.
Yeah. All right. Tell me about where Varun is from.
I don't know if he necessarily remembers, but I imagined him from that. It was like a central-ish forest area, if I remember the map right.
Yeah. Hold on. I can move you over to the map. Everybody made fun of me because. Yeah. So. Can you see that on screen?
It was like there-ish.
Okay. Are you from the Mud Ridges or are you from Ogues?
Probably Mud Ridges area.
Oges.
Not very bougie.
Not very bougie.
He's been traveling around for a long time.
Mhm.
So he doesn't have a spot he would go to and be like, oh, this is my home. But that's where I kind of envisioned him, born early childhood.
Sure. And then just so like the party has some clarity, you're somewhere around there, right? You're somewhere around this area. You were only about a day or two away from Lynn Idwall, and now you have backtracked. The gnomes were meeting someone there. I think that was a piece of information you got. So you're just in some Oges countryside area right now on this main trade road.
Okay.
Not that it like really matters, but okay, you get it.
He's just having fun with Control Click.
I really was. Fuck, which map were we using? Was this one? Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've settled. I think you've gotten all the information you can out of the bag, right? Varun, it does the same thing. You stick your head out and you're in the middle of a mountain somewhere.
It is cold in there. It reminds me of the mountains of, was it Veskard that had mountains?
I think it is the other one. I think it's Ladomo.
Shit. A place I've definitely been and did not forget the name of.
Yeah, Lodomo. They're both pretty cold, but yeah, Vesgard and Lodomo.
Let's keep it. It's like so cool. Yeah.
Does it look like we should travel into it, though? Or shall we continue straight to the chateau?
Well,
He
we
didn't
are
notice
missing
the-
someone. We have to find him, our friend. Right?
Yeah, true enough.
I guess we should get Devin in this episode.
Nah.
I mean, if we don't find Devin, we could just continue.
His name is Win.
Win. If we don't find
I'll
him.
stick a leg in and try to like enter the snowy mountain area.
Okay. Like you're climbing in the bag.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'll relay to them the whole. I didn't have a physical form that I could see when I was in there previously, but I am also not smart enough to know how portals work.
Yeah. Well, your disembodied head, right? Like you stick your head in,
Right.
and you pop. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make me a con saving throw.
I'm not good at those. That I do.
You go through, and like how so you put your leg in, and then you put your other leg in.
Mhm.
It's like it's uncomfortable, but it's working.
I figured it'd be a tight fit, and then if it's possible for us to travel through, I can almost like pull the bag up over myself and then arms in last.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I learned a lesson from our worm cult friends.
Yeah. So over the course of the next minute, Varun has gotten both legs through, and he's kind of wiggling like his midriff. Like Varun, how much do you weigh?
Not much. I'm thinking like 70, 80 pounds.
Jesus. What are you?
What else
Yeah.
would texture me?
Yeah, it's,
Fuck
yeah.
out of here. Okay. Yeah. High or low?
Let's go low good things.
Okay. Yeah, you with a gentle but loud, you are through the bag. Like
Oh.
a little bit of resistance, and then suddenly, yep, you're through. You
if I look-
you have no idea where you are.
Okay. Is it still snowy mountains or is it just like blackness?
Nope, it's snowy mountains.
Okay. If I look down, do I have a body?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it my body?
Mhm.
Okay. If I look up and roughly where I came from, is there any indication that there is a hole there?
No.
Okay. I will shout to the rest of the party and / into the void and see what happens.
Okay. So, those of you who are, still in the world, he's gone. He got in the bag. It definitely did something, and you don't see him now. So, what would you like to do?
Mm,
Well, let's carry on.
Can you imagine? It's like, well, AJ's not here. Win hasn't come back yet. I guess this is just a Fried Dice Paradise game now.
What if he wants to come back? I've got some rope here. Should I just check it in?
That is a good idea. Tartarus, would you like to hold the rope?
Why don't you just shake it? Shake the bag. Maybe he'll fall right out.
Then Bree just hands the bag over to Tartarus, like,
I
okay,
shake
be
it.
gentle. Oh no, wait, Bree hands the bag over and backs away furiously.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I shake it, but not like downwards, like outwards.
Oh, you're
Like,
like
away
shaking him
from me.
out. Okay.
Yes, shake him out. Yeah.
Tartarus, go ahead and roll a dex with advantage.
Oh god. Not. All right.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Nailed it.
So, Josh, I need you to roll dex with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh no. fly out.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Very good.
Okay, so have you ever done any adventuring in mountains?
Mhm.
Okay. So this is quite literally the most like when an avalanche happens, right? When like the ice sheets or shelves break away, there's usually like a lot of noise, right? They happen very sudden, but they don't happen suddenly without context. You're just kind of standing there. I mean, like, what do we cut on you doing? Like, are you wandering around? Are you sharpening a blade? Are you just yelling to the skies?
Wandering and yelling.
Mm-hmm. You watch the the carpet of trees down in the valley below you. Everything just like undulates once, right? Like there's a boule swimming underneath the mountain, right? Like someone literally like is straightening out a carpet. But it's completely silent, and it's honestly quite horrifying, especially as a ranger. You like the awesome power of nature, and
It's beautiful, but I'm also a little worried about the potential avalanche coming my way.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and at that moment, you feel a very powerful tug, right, in the same direction that like the wave moved. Your dex is very good though. Like if you want to like kind of hang on to what you're doing, you can hang on.
Do I feel something like pulling at me?
It's just kind of the momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll ride that wave and see where it goes.
Okay, cool. Well, you're gonna take half damage when you come flying out of this bag.
Fair.
Unfortunately, Houch, you're gonna have Tartarus is gonna take full.
I think I'm unconscious. I am.
Yeah, so 13 and what? I forget if we round up or round down.
6.
6, okay. Yeah, so 6 for you, Josh, as you, in a puff of pine needles and snow, you just land. You can probably like turn it into a tumble if you want, but
Yeah, I'll try and look cool.
mm-hmm. Cool.
Can I immediately run over and cast a Cure Wounds?
Yeah, there's no
on
danger
Tartarus?
here.
Yeah.
You can get him right back up.
There is a seemingly boundless forest inside that bag. Sorry, I said forest. I was thinking snowy mountain range with trees on it, which came out as forest somehow.
There's a whole world in there, dude.
There's
There's a world
a
in
universe in all of us. Get a job.
Cool. What happens next?
This bag was being held by the troll.
Mm-hmm.
The troll was salty. I'm going to suggest that we I kind of want to search in there for Win, our buddy. I don't think it's a coincidence that the salty troll, came up to us right after we lost our friend. I think there's a lot connecting right now.
I'm in strong agreement. It was cold though, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's raid the farmhouse for, even if they aren't winter clothes, we can at least layer up.
I agree with you.
Okay. Is there anyone
Let's
who's
start-
not going into the farmhouse?
Think we're all going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other Josh, would you do me a favor and change to one of the other musics? One of the spoopy ones I uploaded.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Oh god.
Okay. So the entryway to the house, and forgive me, I couldn't upload the map I made of the house. I forgot to change it from a TIFF right before the game started, so it was too big still. But I imagine the house has like a bit of a mud room, and then it kind of turns sharply into like a combination kitchen dining room.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take some liberties with this because we're already an hour in. Very quickly, as you guys are kind of like, okay, what's in here? You know, open up a couple closets and checking for some stuff. The party just kind of slowly, one by one, all stops and looks. And they're all looking at the same thing, right? The camera kind of peeks up over the shoulders and you know, the silhouetted heads of everybody. And the mirror is leaning up against a wall. The same mirror. The same bloody mirror.
Could I check for the footprint that I saw the previous time?
Yeah, so you want to start
If it-
walking up to it?
Yes.
Okay. Tartarus, what do you do?
I poke it with my stick.
Okay, so you're approaching it slowly as well. Levid, what
Yes.
I'll be behind drawing.
about you? Okay, and Veron?
I'm going to look kind of like in the corners of the room or anything for recent signs of wall repair, and basically trying to figure out how this thing got in here, and or if someone is trying to use this to distract us and ambush us.
Nice. Okay. As everyone slowly approaches the mirror, we see, because of its impure creation, right, their forms are exaggerated and twisted, and right, there's little like swirls and eddies of people's faces. We would have definitely edited this in post, but the players would just see this as, you know, a mirror that's very weird but not unnatural. As we cut to our second commercial break of the night, so hang on to that good feeling. You don't know where it's going to lead. We'll be right back.
Neither do we.
Right.
Enough. What do you think's
Oh
beyond
my gosh.
the mirror?
Nothing good.
Yeah, you're right. It's just Devin.
Does this mean I can run to the washroom real quick if I
Yeah.
run?
Hi.
All right, running.
Hit me.
I still kind of feel like Win is on the bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. At the risk of it being a red herring and we're thinking about it too much, I think the bag is the key to everything in the universe. I think it's more important than
I think
Just,
it's
a
the
throwaway
key to
scene.
everything in the universe.
I don't
Sorry,
like
sorry
that.
if I'm a bit weird. For some reason, all my video disappeared, and I can't see anyone's faces. But
that's
thankfully, I could hear y'all, and no one said anything. So
Yeah, no, we're still here.
I guess you're fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Your tech's not cooperating with you tonight.
I can still
Yeah.
see you too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Then it's fine.
I'm back.
I can
Damn, you were quick.
figure it out.
Yeah, I run, and I'm a fast player in general. Everyone gets.
Cool. All right, we're back. So, as they approach the mirror, we do actually. It's almost like a trick of the light, because for a moment, as you're seeing each other, and everyone's like, "Wow, that looks kind of weird. It's kind of unsettling. Some kind of weird mirror." And when currently you are from their perspective upside down, walking on like maybe a frozen pond, right? They just see like endless sky above you, and you're completely just, you know, not paying any attention. And then I think Tartarus poked it with his stick, and Bree, you're really
Yep.
up close to it. And when you see them, and this is the first time that you've seen anyone or anything that you recognize in what feels like ages.
Oh,
And
I
they're below
will,
you, and they're in the water.
and I'm walking on a frozen lake. You said.
And then
I will.
Bree, go ahead and roll your perception.
All right.
Yeah, I will. I will look down and like They don't look like they're drowning or anything, do they?
No, it would be all of our editing would go, or all of our like special effects budget would go into this scene.
Gotcha.
Because they're like, it's almost like it's night and the ice is a projection, right? Like it's like a green screen or like a white screen for the projection, and they're like super big and really close up, right? And you can hear the like, I can't make a good, right, the dong dong, right, of the wooden stick bumping up against underneath the ice.
I'll look down and I'll like wave at them and I'll shout at them like, "Can you hear me?"
And then Denise, yes, it is. You see the telltale imprints, right, of something standing like contrapposto, right, on the glass.
So just footprints. I can't recognize, like, I can't see anything else other than like kind of the force that's being applied onto it.
Right, yeah. As far in this world, at least.
Okay.
Again, you've seen like a flash of Wynn standing, right? You're like looking up at him, who's standing, from upside down on a sheet of ice. And now he's like,
all right. So I very excitedly go like, I think he's in there. I think Wynn is in there. How do you get him out? Oh no!
Smash it.
And, yeah.
I smashed the mirror.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. You can roll strength with advantage.
Nice strength check.
No hesitation. I like that.
Ooh, I smash it.
I
try to.
So Wynn, are you on the ground, like, you know what I mean, like up close to it, or are you just like, yelling, looking at them?
I probably would have like crouched down a little bit, and then like looked around like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
These my friends, my companions are like wicked big.
Yeah. And at that exact moment, Tartarus like hits it with the back of his glaive, and all of the ice cracks. Hasn't fallen in yet. But
have we heard Wynn shouting at all?
No, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
I guess I'll do like one of those things like I'll like, as soon as all the ice cracks, I'll like look up and be like, oh well, this isn't good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tartarus, you think it's gonna take another one to break him out?
Again? I do it again.
And then Josh, to be clear, because Varun, you're looking around the room, right? This place is a fucking bloodbath. This is like a family got eviscerated. Every room is like pretty well drenched in blood. There are mangled bodies pretty much in every room besides this one.
In my conversation with Terrence and Sprinkles, did either of them mention... I may have assumed, did it sound like there may actually have been a family there, or was it just an older couple?
I don't really remember, to be honest with you. They're all dead,
Okay.
so I don't care.
Fair. I'm just wondering if they like brought people here to waste them.
Sure. I mean, looking around, you can find enough rooms to pretty much match a family.
Okay.
So there's not like 50 people. It's like a family of 5 kind of thing.
Okay. I'll give a quick signal to Levitt, like, and then I would have had my bow probably out or away. I'll slowly draw my sword because I don't want to like scare anyone, and I'm going to try and poke around a couple other rooms and.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll trail.
Okay, so you guys are just getting the feel for it. All right, Houcher, you wanna go ahead for another one?
Yes. Smash. Oh, that's not as good of a smash.
Yeah. So not as much luck this time. This thing is old. It's big. It's backed with maybe silver. It's pretty solid. So, and then on the flip side, right, when, he crashes into it again and it makes a dunk, right? And then everything sort of moves and wiggles.
I really don't like this. I really don't like this. I'll make a stop, don't do that again motion.
Yeah, you see him waving like, I'm here.
He's excited to get out.
He really wants to get out. Denise, you're muted.
Oh, I said we gotta get him out. He's probably in danger.
Gotta get him out. I spin my glaive and strike it with the weapon, the blade.
Nice. Do you want to do it as an attack?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
Oh wait, I get advantage, but okay, left one, I guess.
Damn. Yeah. So when in wherever you are, the glaive pierces the ice, right?
Oh,
And
sick.
all of the ice is starting to just right instantaneously shatters. So what do you do?
I guess I'll try and stay afloat if I can, not fall into that water.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a dex check.
22, I guess.
Yeah, you're able to do that, right? So the glaive breaks through, and it's huge. It's absolute, right? It's the size of you, but you grab onto a piece of ice, and you're right doing one of those numbers. Tartarus, you strike and bring it back to see what happens, and you can just see it looks like Wynn is on a piece of the ice in the middle of that now broken frozen lake.
Is any of the water falling through, or appear to be falling through?
Yeah, you can't tell. You can still see them all
Should we reach in and grab him? Do you think we can do that?
Let us try.
I start to bring my fingers closer to the mirror.
Sure.
Hand me the bag.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Bree still
Bags-
has it.
The bag's with me, I think.
Yeah, I think
I
Bree still-
spin my
want the
glaive to the stick side and I stick it in next to Win.
Yeah. Okay. So like a tree trunk, right? Slowly just
I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. I will grab onto it, I guess.
Okay.
Like,
it's working. The little man's grabbing the stick.
I'll grab onto it really tight, I guess.
Okay.
I will withdraw my stick.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need a roll from each of you. You can frame it however you would like.
I'm gonna take a deep breath.
Okay. Yeah, hold your breath until you get back.
If that ever happens. I'm gonna roll an acrobatics to hold on to this
Cool.
massive staff.
Mm-hmm.
I
Nailed
would
it.
like to roll athletics and pull it out as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Yeah, in a controlled manner.
Yep.
Quick yet controlled. Yeah.
I like that. With the least
Oh,
turbulence. Uh-oh. So, yeah, you come through, you pull it through. It's wet, right? But there is no wind on it. When you are underwater, just
This is how I die.
yeah, you currently have one
This is
level
so
of
dumb.
exhaustion.
This is the dumbest way to die.
Can I grab the bag and shout into it? Like, Win, can you hear us? Hello? Like, top of my lungs.
High or low?
Hide good things.
So you, at this time, you have gotten back down the stairs from checking out the rest of the building. You now have the bag. It's going to be, everyone else is going to have to do a thing before you can yell into it.
Okay.
Yeah. Bree, what are you thinking? This is fucking weird. There is water starting to like just dribble out of the mirror. It looks like there are little cracks or fissures all over the place.
This is weird indeed. Can I touch the mirror with my hands?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's very cold.
Can I try to like phase through it? Is it possible in any way?
Yeah, you just want to keep pushing your hand through?
Yeah.
Here, let me ask you a question. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Do you think you can?
I believe.
All right.
I'm scared. I'm hesitant, but I believe.
All right. Go ahead and roll a will check. You get advantage on this.
Wisdom?
Wait, sorry. Roll what again?
Yeah, wisdom. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My 3-5 is showing. Fuck yeah. You put your hand right through. And here's the really fucked up part. Are you ready? You're like, wow, it's really cold. I kind of want to put my hand away. And then for a split second, you're like, I might lose my hand if I don't focus on this. You're very aware that this shouldn't be happening, but it's happening.
Oh dear.
So,
all right.
Levid, you came back down with Varun, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I feel like there's enough weird shit going on that you have to have a reaction beyond just drawing. There's like a waterfall coming out of this mirror right now.
Do we still see Bree?
Yeah, she just put her hand through it.
Yeah. Can I throw my dagger at the mirror?
If you would like.
Oh God.
Pew
Dagger.
pew.
Okay. Yeah. You strike it. To what intent?
I want to see if I can crack it more.
So
Yeah.
So
Just in
when
case.
on your side of this, right, two things have happened. One, a giant hand, right, like the size of you, is just coming and grabbing for you. I don't know how that feels. Probably good, because right now you're, ice cold to the bone, and you're like, I'm gonna die.
Bigby's lifeguard hand.
Right, and then a sword. Maybe it was a dagger. The size of a truck just goes, right, just whizzing past you, and then just like we would again, our whole special effects budget is just to like this still image of this dagger that shoots directly out of the water, right, throwing ice and shit everywhere, like 15 feet long.
Like, this has to be the craziest dream I've ever had.
Yeah.
Can I recall the dagger?
Ooh, you can try. Go ahead and roll a will. Is it a magic dagger? Did you empower it?
Yeah, it's it's one of the infusions.
Yep. Okay, I figured.
It's a straight wisdom.
You can take advantage.
All right.
Yeah. So this is really fun.
Nice.
The dagger goes out, right, and once again, like still shot, right, and it goes up and it like reaches its zenith, and it instantly flips around, and then comes plunging backwards. And when it's coming right for you, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
What are you
Serpentine.
doing? What are you doing?
No.
Just kids swimming.
He's cold and exhausted, and now there's a giant
People are trying to kill
size
me.
dragon.
Yeah, I mean, I will say it's gone from like a pretty lame death to a pretty cool. Like, how'd you die? Well, somebody threw a 15-foot dagger at me.
Well, first of all, I was standing on a frozen lake,
Already badass.
and then my friends decided to smash it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they threw a dagger at me, but then it got really, really big. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let the gods do their thing on this one.
Okay. Denise, go ahead and roll. Just you can pick whatever you're rolling, but I need a die roll for like what you're trying to do. Or you trying to like
Concentrate, is it? Like, more. I kind of want to grab him.
Yeah.
Let me see. What can I do here?
Yeah.
Let me see. Should I do a sleight of hand?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Oh wait, wow, I've been rolling. Okay, they're the same anyways. So
Yeah, you can't quite seem to get a hold of this icy little bugger.
Oh dear.
Win, you are up to 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
The dagger does
How-
not kill you, but it has now sunk to the bottom of the lake. Someday someone will pull it from the frozen shores and become king of the ice lands or something.
Oh man, so I don't get the dagger back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's time to go in, and I just run head first into the mirror.
You're jumping in the mirror.
And
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and do your wisdom check. You can take advantage. Okay. So why doesn't this work? Because you run at it at speed. Like you're like this'll do it. I know what'll happen. Like I'm getting my dagger back. I'm getting win. What happens?
Bonk.
I think for a split second, I worry about not being able to get back,
Yeah.
and then
that's a
that split
reasonable
second is the
concern.
moment that I collide with the mirror.
Yeah.
this is like in the second Harry Potter movie when they just run at the
Oh
pillar and
yes.
everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Devin, what do you got for me? Leaving it to the gods did not do you any favors. There's still a hand
God.
grasping for you. It's just,
I have decided to take matters into my own hands,
Get it?
or for better or worse, the giant hand. Hopefully, it'll end it soon.
Yeah.
Quick. Just squeeze the life out of me.
Giant Asteroid 2020.
No.
What would you like me to roll?
I mean, I
Hand.
think that if you're trying to just like grab onto it, like a strength or a dex make a lot of sense. Athletics or acrobatics is fine. I think that if you wanted to bust out some rope, right, and tie yourself to it, right, like you can narrate it pretty much any way you want. I don't know that there's a lot of skills that are applicable in this situation though. Survival, I
yeah.
guess.
I'll try and
use rope
do.
being cut.
I'll try and just jump and swim straight into the hand.
Yeah.
So I will do a survival roll.
Okay.
This is gonna be bad. Nailed it.
Yeah, the freezing ice is definitely getting to you. So Bree, you got one last chance to go ahead and try and grab him.
All right. Whew, I take a deep breath and then. Ooh,
Oh, there he
yay!
is. So carefully, so gingerly, you finally get a hold of him and win. You're up to 3 levels of exhaustion. That's not going too well, but in the span of a moment, you go from like all of the oxygen having been forced out of your body, right, in like the inky blackness of this frozen lake, to very wet, very cold, still mostly out of breath, but just like gasping for air in a farmhouse somewhere. You guys got him out.
Oh,
What
thank
happened?
goodness.
How'd you get in there?
You didn't put me there.
No.
You seem to have control over
Did any of you guys put him in there?
wherever I was.
Were you in this bag?
How could I fit in a bag? This
It's
bag
easy.
is
You
tiny.
gotta shimmy a little bit, but
It's a big bag. It can fit
Oh
you.
yes, you'd
Bigger
be
than
very
that.
surprised.
I suspiciously eye all of these people as I feel like they are punking me.
Yeah. So I think with focus, you can definitely remember being on watch.
Mm-hmm.
And you have this nagging feeling that you've seen this mirror before. And you really don't like this mirror.
No, I don't.
Also, the bodies all around us, we didn't cause that.
Disclaimer.
Just want to get that out in the air before you ask about it.
Yep, that's what we think. But you don't know where you've been, so I'm not sure anymore.
I don't think so. I remember being on watch, and then there was like a dude.
You're a dude.
There was like an inky black guy made of like oil or something.
Did he have any distinctive features other than being made of oil?
I can't remember.
Pretty sure being made of oil is a distinctive feature. A very distinctive one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Sure. Clearly haven't been to Jersey.
But
Fucking got
yeah,
him.
Jersey sucks. I'll say it to the world.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride out this hallucination until whatever happens next.
I don't think you're still hallucinating. Now, granted, that's probably what I would say if I was in a hallucination with you, trying to keep you in a hallucination, but I don't know. Unless I'm also hallucinating, I think you're good.
Can I just
Okay.
I'm gonna
check
try
on
and
like
fly.
his condition? Is he like I think I can tell he's exhausted, but is he like hurt in any way?
Yeah.
Or I can
No.
just ask him, are you doing alright?
Yeah, otherwise he seems to be fine.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Is he wet?
Is he cold? Yeah.
Yeah,
He's wet and cold.
both of those things.
I'm gonna ask you something, and you just gotta ride this wave with me for a second, okay, bud?
And I'm already there.
Awesome. I need you to stick your head into this bag and tell me if you recognize the place. If you're hallucinating, this won't hurt you. I don't think you are, so this is a really great way for us to get some information from you.
All right.
Right after he says that, I definitely
I
look
swear,
at Brie and Tartarus.
It's not a bag of
I'm like,
farts.
All right. Tie a rope to me.
Yeah, hold on a sec. What is
Okay.
what is Levitt saying?
no, I'm definitely looking at Tartarus and Bree as he's explaining this, and I'm just like, but that head bonk really hurt though. This hallucination
I pet
feels
him on the
real.
Okay, so there's a rope tied around the Simic hybrid.
Stick my head in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, so here's a complicated thing, right? You don't want to go back there, do you?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's a will saving throw at disadvantage because, oh yeah, you've been there. And you're like, oh fuck, this again.
Good news, Dave. I already have disadvantage.
Super disadvantage. Oh, I gotta change it back to the other.
Whoa.
Nailed it.
Wow,
Both
you
sides
keep,
take half the
you
damage.
keep your cool.
Jesus.
It's definitely where you were. In fact, as you're like looking at it, you can like almost see the icy lake in the distance.
I take my head out of the bag.
I'm looking at you very expectantly, like borderline happy, excited.
Okay, so like the way I imagine is I like push my head out of the bag by the bag handles.
Yeah.
Or by the, and then I like slowly look
handles.
up. Yes.
Keep going.
I slowly look at Varun, and I like try to pull the bag away from him a little bit.
Mhm.
Do you let me take the bag?
I guess.
Okay. I roll it up and I put it in my bag. I'm like, yes, that's the place.
Okay, so we have Weird Mirrorland, and then a portal to it in a bag. It's circular. It's awesome. Well, we busted
No,
this
it's not.
mirror, actually.
It's not awesome. I
That's
got
helpful.
attacked by a giant hand and a giant tree. And somebody threw a sword at me. That was also massive, bigger than I am.
Did you see us?
Yes, you did this to me.
I need you to
I'm sorry,
understand.
Sorry, the hand was me. I was trying to grab you, but before all that, was there any bad things that happened to you?
Yes, right
Yeah.
at the end.
Did you by any chance see my dagger as well?
It was a dagger. Yeah, well then yes. It was not a sword, it was a dagger.
I need you to understand. We were trying to get you out and help you. And we did successfully do that. So I can't erase the mental trauma I'm sure you experienced from that. But it came from a place of love. And
I've been traumatized twice in
frankly,
my
I
life.
think you owe us a thank you.
I don't know why that's funny to me.
Is the trauma speaking?
It's the
Yeah.
traumas.
Yeah. Got that Joker thing going on.
Yeah. So I'm curious because the mirror is still in the room. It has stopped leaking water. You have,
Good.
I mean, I guess Wynn has the bag. I'm not sure that everyone is okay with that, but Wynn currently has the bag. Y'all are very injured and very tired, but the house is gross.
I do have a mild objection to you keeping the bag. We found it. End of argument.
Find us, keep us.
We found it at the argument.
We killed the troll that had it. Yeah, did you see any trolls in there?
I don't think so.
Okay. Was anything salty?
Go ahead and roll high or low.
Hi. Good things.
Okay, you want to roll or you want me?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Nailed it.
He says that, and you answer, and you start to think about it, and the creature that was standing on the mirror, this multi-limbed, massive, horned, right, big, snarling face flashes across your mind, right? We would like cut it so we see a flash of the creature. If it's a troll, it's like the troll, right? Like it is the troll that got into a fight with the gods, and the blood that spilled off of this creature went on to grow every troll that has ever existed, right? But yes, you think that you might have seen a troll. It's just like a really simplistic word for it. And it's terrifying.
I will try to explain that. I will hold on to the bag.
I think someone less traumatized by it should hold on to it.
Yeah, well, somebody put me in there.
I will hold it.
Tartarus, do you mind if I study it, and then I'll pass it to you when I'm done?
Okay, small one.
Has it been more than an hour since I spoke with Terrence?
Yeah, because the
Okay.
spell ended and then you joined them.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try, I guess, with like shouting his name or whistling for him and see if he comes back.
The horses?
Yeah,
They're not coming anywhere near that fucking house.
that's what I figured. All right. So later on, I'm going to tell the rest of the party. Later on, what I want to do is get Win with the horses and have him describe through me what he saw. See if we can kind of match it up with the thing that entered the house and did this.
And then just for the sake of, like expediency, Devin, is there a way they can get you to give up the bag? Because they all want to investigate it and do things with it.
I think like after like a couple hours, after some time, Win will be willing to give up the bag.
Okay. Yeah.
Like he's not gonna. He just wants to hold on to it for now.
Okay. Does that work for everybody? It's like kind of a gruesome place to stay, but y'all were kind of looking for a long rest anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What are the odds of the creature attacking twice?
Yeah. Sorry, Denise, go ahead.
Oh no, I just said okay, but I think someone else said something.
Yeah, Josh said, what are the odds it'll attack twice? And I think other Josh was about to say something.
Could I study it? You could watch me while I look at it from a safe distance.
Yeah,
So
I
this
mean,
thing-
Win will be willing to give you the bag like after some time has passed, and he has had time to process what happened to him. That's not going to be an issue. Social distancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my only question is, are you sleeping in the house, or are you going back out to like the barn, the little like haystacks where the gnomes had slept?
Not in the house.
It
Barn
smells
for sure.
horrible here.
It's gross, but if we clean it up a little bit, the house is a much more defendable location. It's also less obvious that someone's staying there.
In a house.
I mean, compared to a
With the
campfire
intention
out in the
of a house
open.
being to live in a house.
I think we're referring to the barn, right?
Yeah, the barn's
Was it
like
barn?
an overgrown
yeah.
shed with some bales of hay, and then the house is pretty grisly in most rooms, but it has beds.
I vote we at least take the beds from the house.
Does somebody have prestidigitation?
You are not prestidigitating like 3 dozen bodies.
No, just the whole house.
Nope.
Yeah, it seems like we're split 50-50 between sleeping in the barn and sleeping in the house. Which, I don't... It's not like the biggest deal, I just kind of want to know where the scene is.
We can just take the beds outside.
Take the beds
Or
to the shed.
Yeah.
Alright, so an hour later, the beds are at least the straw bale mattresses are in the overgrown barn, overgrown shed. And Levid, you're poking around on the bag.
Yeah, I want to try pulling my dagger back.
Okay.
Again.
So what do you do?
Yeah, because it's just I just want to like activate the returning weapon infusion
Okay.
and try to magically pull it back again.
Do you put your hand in the bag, or do you just hold your hand over the bag?
I'll try holding my hand over the bag first.
Okay.
Then if that doesn't work, I'm willing to stick my hand inside to.
Yeah. Let's have you roll a it'll be a wisdom saving throw.
Not my strong suit.
Okay. Yeah, as you've like been able to spend some time and kind of articulate this a little bit, you are not getting purchase on that connection, right? Like it feels like it feels the same as if it were too far away, right? You have you understand that the dagger's there, but you can't quite summon it.
Yeah. Other than that, I'd most probably spend the rest as much time as possible trying to like remember anything that I've studied about this bag.
Sure. Yeah. Do you have Arcana trained?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an Arcana.
Oh man, my rolls today.
Yeah. So you have an understanding of like basic planner stuff, right? Like, there's an idea of like there's space between other worlds like this one. That's not a crazy thought. This bag containing that space is pretty impressive from your perspective, as well as the fact that it seems to be linked to other things. Like, there's definitely a couple pieces of this puzzle you're missing right now, but the bag's pretty cool. The mirror seems pretty cool too, and you're definitely, yo, what up? How was the stream, dude? You're definitely thinking, like, you're fairly confident that if you put your hand in the bag, you will be able to bridge that connection, right? Like, it puts you somewhere. You just haven't named what somewhere is yet.
Okay. Is anyone else like alive, like awake right now? That
Alive.
And if you're checking it, I'll be watching. This is definitely outside of my scope of skills, but I'm very curious about it.
I can't be sure of anything right now, but my initial thoughts on where this leads to is possibly, I mean, we detected Fae just now, so it could be some sort of Feywild kind of portal, but you said cold, so I don't recall anything in my books about a cold place. I'm not getting purchase on this, and then I hand it back.
Were the mountains I saw when I went in there at all reminiscent of any of the mountains I've been to on this continent?
Do you have history trained?
I don't. I have nature.
Yeah, you can roll nature.
Sweet. Not very good at it, but
Nice.
hey,
How would you describe the fact that the like the mineral content, the like the sediment or like the igneous sort of texture, right? You can literally go confirm this, right? Like, you're all resting and you just shoot up and run outside and grab some of the stones, and you're like, no, none of this makes sense. These stones are like quite literally unnatural. They do not belong to this world.
the ones in the bag or that were
The ones
where
that you
near?
shook out, the ones that the troll used to attack you, the stones that you saw on the in the mountains when you look through the bag, none of them are from this world.
Okay.
And in fact,
Okay.
they are opposite to this world, where you would
That is
expect to
squishy.
see like a vein of quartz, right? Like you see some like sharp black like obsidian but crumbly material that just doesn't make any sense to you.
I can't think of any other questions right now.
Mm.
I don't like that. I'm tempted to jump in on my watch, but I know that won't end well. Definitely for me, probably for anyone.
Yeah, for the watch, if ever, I'll definitely stay with one of the two who can't see in the dark.
That's me. I feel like we should keep an eye on Win. Like, one should watch with Win.
Keep an eye on
Yeah. When
Like during the watch, in case he gets abducted again.
Yeah. We should let Win
Let's-
rest
let's
as
tie him
well. Tartarus a bit much.
Who's on third watch?
Why not?
I can take third with someone who doesn't have night vision, or if he wants, I'll go with Win. The security.
That makes me feel better. Yes.
Okay. So what are you guys doing then when this next scene takes place?
Oh, before I rest, I conjure many good berries. Like twice.
Nice.
I'm a good berry factory. Yes. Do I need a roll for this?
Does it roll? does it roll for how many you create?
Yeah, it says up to 10 berries, but it doesn't tell me if I need to roll.
Yeah, you can just do 10. That's fine.
Oh, I just get 10?
Yeah, you just get 10.
Alright. Nice. So I do it twice, so I get 20.
Nice.
Okay. My berries.
You get a bit.
So, what are I'm gonna move everybody over here. This is gonna be the barn. So, what is the conversation like for? Oh crap! Yeah, I forgot to mention that. So you guys moved the beds down. This probably supersedes a lot of the conversations. Hey, Kurvan's gone.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is half out of character, half in character. Was he there for the getting Win out of the mirror scene?
You never saw him.
Okay, so he's been gone for several hours then, or a few hours. I'm gonna stick my head into the bag and shout his name out.
Sure.
Hey, Win, did you see Kravan in there?
No. I did not.
Win sus.
Yes, very sus indeed.
This what?
But Win, just rest, all right? For now.
That is what I'm planning on doing. Thank you.
Yeah, I apologize. Unfortunately, the way that these scenes have lined up, there's really no. We are all gas and no brakes. So when do you get up to be part of the watch, or are you just kind of like mostly napping out and trying to be ready if Varun needs your help?
The second option.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm more than okay with that.
Yeah. So Varun, what are you pensively thinking about in this scene? Are you thinking about the rock formations? Are you thinking about Caravan being gone, Win arriving? What the fuck's going on with this bag?
It's a blend of, where could Kravan have gone without us noticing?
Mm-hmm.
At least when Win disappeared, it was overnight. There was, an hour or two, or however long a watch's window in which he could have, there could have been a full-out fight with him getting dragged away and everything. Kravan seems to have just disappeared out of thin air for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
And then a little bit of, the rocks are definitely bugging me. I really want to go back into the bag and poke around at them, but I'll resist that urge. And then a little bit of fondness for my youth when I was in the mountains. I'm approaching 110, 120. Starting to enter late teens. I'm not the spry young 70-year-old I was when I was there. And then trying to, hold the boulder, test out all its different physical material properties and figure out how it can be so foreign, yet still exist in this world with its own apparent rules of physics.
Yeah. Okay. So you're thinking about all of life and its many mysteries, when scuttling like some kind of awful hermit crab, a like 13-foot long something scuttles by on many disjointed limbs. Right? It just schloops across the field in front of you. Right, you're just like, pensively holding a rock, tossing it back and forth, right? Maybe scribbling down in a journal or something and thinking wistfully of your group, your history, your time on this plane. And then, yeah, like a dancy spider.
This feels like a hard question to ask without being super leading, but is it reasonable to assume that by the time I have seen it, it would have seen our campfire?
Probably, but it's not coming your way. It's moving pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Um,
It looks like it's you have to think it either came out of the apple field or came out of the house, and it's moving. It actually looks like it's going down the trade road.
All right. I will make sure my cloak is out a bit to disrupt my outline.
Mm-hmm.
And then is Wynn like sleeping, or is he like awake-ish enough so that we can communicate?
Awake-ish enough that we can communicate.
Okay. I'm gonna let him know, hey, I'm gonna go investigate something. You rest up. If I'm not back by next watch, I went whatever direction of the giant walking thing. And then I'm gonna grab my bow and try and quietly tail it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth. Yeah, I really need a standing desk.
How'd I do?
Pretty good.
Oh, 17. I'm doing pretty well in rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's probably very loud. Yeah, so like how long are you following this thing? It doesn't seem to be stopping.
How quickly is it moving?
About you would estimate about 40 feet per round.
Okay. So it's slightly faster than me, even. Oh no, 40 feet per round if it's double moving. Sorry, that's super mechanical thinking. I'll give it
Do you know what
until
it is?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm imagining a giant spider of some sort.
Yeah, it's the mirror.
Ah,
There's more than 8 limbs now that you've been following it for a while, dipping out of either its reflective surface or the back of it. You're not 100% sure. You haven't been able to tell, right? And all of its many limbs are just scuttling down the trade road.
how far behind it am I?
I don't know, how far behind it do you want to be?
This feels really stupid, but what I want to do is cast Hunter's Mark on it so I know where it is.
I don't think there's a save on that, is there? You just call it down?
Yeah. So it's not one where I... Oh, my ears just popped, sorry. It's not one where I magically know where they are, but I have advantage on perception and survival checks to find it.
Mm-hmm.
But it only lasts an hour, so that's actually probably not super useful. I'll give it until I can't see the campfire anymore, and then try and count like 15 minutes in my head.
Okay, but you're not casting anything on it?
No, not this time.
Okay. Yeah, we cut to that scene. You feel like you're about to crest into... You can't tell if it's been 15 or 20 minutes, but it's been a while since you lost sight of the campsite. It's continuously moving, and nothing has seemed to disturb it, as it's just still scuttling forwards.
Okay. I will not shoot at it, and instead we'll go back to the camp.
Okay. Wynn, are you awake when he returns?
Yes.
Okay, roll a con save with disadvantage, because I think that would be incredibly difficult for you.
I still have disadvantage.
Just saying.
Nailed
Okay.
it.
You are struggling to stay awake. If I will not take your character's agency away from you, but I will tell you when Varun returns, you start, I imagine, and you're like, yeah, I was awake.
Yeah, I knew that was you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Varun, you don't feel
Yeah.
confident that if something had befallen you, that anyone would have been coming.
But I won't hold it against him. I want to take the bag and stick my head in and see if the terrain has changed at all now that the mirror has moved.
Where'd you go?
Take a Dave point, Josh.
Hey,
You
I'm
are.
back up to 4.
I am very impressed at that question. How do you react to what can only be described as a primordial ooze mud flats. Just like slow, salty tidal pools, stagnant water, right? And like weird looking lizards low to the ground, flat, like what are those things called?
That Rites of Spring playing in the background.
Helldozers? What the hell are those?
What are what?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, the zombie giant.
No. Just keep
Oh.
doing your thing.
Okay. I assume this is as alien to the Arctic mountains here as this is to mud ridges.
It is not the mud ridges. It's like
Okay.
it is a barren wasteland of stagnant. It is mud, but stagnant, muddy water, salty brine pools, and like strange green algae, and then weird lizards, like strange lizards staring at you. Just
Is it a marsh? Is
Yeah.
that the word you're looking
yeah, it's definitely like a marsh.
I'm gonna pull my head back and not tell Wynn the revelation at this point, at risk of giving him a fatal heart attack.
Hellbender. There it is. Hellbender.
Oh, I have
Did
not
you-
seen one of those.
Did you post a link somewhere?
I'm getting it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop my head out and then jot down in mine and Levitt's journals. The mirror is the giant limb monster, and the world inside the bag moves with it.
Hmm.
But I'm not telling Wynn that right now.
Good choice.
Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's nothing, but I'm gonna very kindly tell you I will let you know in the morning.
Okay.
So
Okay.
then we're back up the next morning, right?
Yeah.
What does that conversation look like? We cut in on you explaining either to someone in private or the group at large that the fucking mirror moves.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until everyone's like once the first person gets up, which I think it's usually Houch and I first thing in the morning. I'm gonna excitedly, aggressively wake everyone else up, and then tell them as directly as I can the experience I had last night, and the mirror moves and is the thing that killed all the people in there. Might be the same thing that abducted Wynn. And that, those mountains we saw that we rescued Wynn from, that changes as the mirror moves.
I should have smashed the mirror.
We smashed part of it, but I think you and I both know you can smash a living thing and it comes back and lives beyond that. I don't know how it hit itself. It had to have come from either the orchard area or the house, and my gold is on the house. Which means we were inside of it while we were rescuing Wynn, which is a little terrifying. Yeah, I don't know what we're dealing with, but not good. It went that way. I don't know if I would have to get closer to it, but can we see any tracks from where we are?
I think that you
So-
could
or-
probably walk the road long enough to point them out to something, right? But it looks like just like a bunch of people moved through. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like you're like, look, clearly mirror tracks. Like, that's fucking nonsense. You know what I mean? But you're like, no, look at this. This makes no sense.
Yeah, I guess I could have looked at the tracks when I came back too. So yeah,
Was Win a part of this conversation, like the briefing that he gave?
yeah, I don't.
He'd be fine in the morning.
You think?
I'm telling you, he is.
Yeah, he passed his will save. I think he's upset about it still, but I don't think it's like, yeah.
Okay, cause okay, so I just lean in and I just say like, what was the mirror gonna kill Win as well? Why was he inside? A little bit like shaken up, by this new information that the freaking mirror is sentient.
That's a good question. I'm not trained in the ways of tracking mirror beings, unfortunately. Missed that semester of Ranger School.
Okay. Nervous laughter, and then she just like keeps quiet.
Yeah, no, that's definitely worth considering, but yeah.
Cool. Yeah, unless anybody wants a scene, like I'm interested in where you go next.
Yeah, as I wake up, I need to do my experimental elixir, so I'll just roll a d6 for it. Yeah, so while everyone's having a conversation, I'm just prepping. And I have boldness.
Made a bottle of brute.
Bold choice, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Go ahead.
Bree would like to pass, because Bree has two short swords on her. She's gonna pass one to the other Josh. Yeah, and be like, since you lost your dagger, here's a sword.
Okay. Yeah. Very, very thoughtful of you. Appreciate it.
Bree
Not
blushes.
sure if I know how to use it though, but
It's
Stick 'em
okay.
with the pointy end.
I got it. I'll try.
I think we should follow the direction it went in, and hopefully not come across another massacre scene. But
We need to kill this thing. Let's go.
if we're the only ones who know about it, it's kind of our duty to the rest of the world.
Onward to smashing mirrors.
Question: is the direction that the mirror went in the same direction as the chateau?
You know it is.
Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's go.
Let's go.
So you are finally. I have not hoisted any other garbage or nonsense onto the game. You make it to the chateau. It's set in such a way that it is several hundred feet off of the road. You're just, the second story of the house barely visible. Garish colors that have now faded ever so slightly from disrepair and neglect, as well as kind of halfway between the trade road and the house itself, a lone solitary guard tower, topped with 2 cannons. Tell me about your approach.
I think we should be relatively overt. I don't mind
Agreed.
scouting it out, but something that's powerful, if it wants to fight us, it's gonna.
I can sneak ahead, if that helps.
Yeah, I can go with you if that's what we want to do, but
Stay within about 50 to 60 feet away from the rest.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealths.
Do you want us to alternate stealths with advantage, or just we each roll one at a time?
I would say one of you just roll with advantage. Just pick whoever's leading it.
Josh can take first.
I have a +4 to it, so I'll just advantage, right?
Yep.
Nice.
There it is. Okay. So you feel real confident about this. This is the next morning. Are you getting here midday? Do you want to get here, like a touch early? Do you want to get here a little bit, later in the afternoon, kind of with that setting golden sun? Because remember, it's autumn.
I feel like earlier is better.
Okay.
So we have more daylight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's probably like an 11:30 a.m. sort of thing, right? Normally you would have found some place to break for lunch, but you finally got to the chateau, and so yeah, you're able to. I'm gonna move the map. Let's get ya. So let's see what this looks like. Yeah. Right, first floor, second floor, third floor, top, right?
Okay.
For the purposes of our exercise, you will be coming in down here. And I gotta pick, pick what's his faces, right? Is that him? Oh yeah, that's him. He's not there. So yeah, you guys can be, the Joshes can be anywhere that you want to be. If you want to be right up on this, you can be. That's fine. Your stealth is good. Just in relation to where everybody else is.
Yeah.
I whipped this map up tonight.
Wow.
Ooh.
Those are nice circles.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprisingly happy with it. Like, I like drawing maps, but, you know, when you're rushing, usually you leave a little something to be desired.
Yeah.
Should we approach?
I mean, yeah. May as well get.
Yeah. And then we'll just get close
I'll
to
point to like that little bush cluster, so we can.
We're up.
I assume we can see this door from where we are.
Sorry, this door here?
This one.
it. Yeah.
Yes, we're talking the same door, yes.
Okay, yeah, there it is. So we'll get like up in here and try and peek in.
Okay. Yeah, similar to the building that you see up front, it looks as though it has been abandoned. The door looks a little swollen from water, but you don't see any obvious traps or any damage or anything.
Okay. Do you want to keep? Well, let's get to the top of the tower and see if that vantage point gets us anything. I think we should get the rest of the group up and then have them chill out, like in the bottom of the tower. What you think?
Sounds good to
We
me.
should. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay. Yeah, we'll wave you guys on up, and then kick in the door. No, just open it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit of shouldering, but you're
Yeah.
able to get it through.
All right. And then, yeah, let's clear out the first floor first. I'm gonna switch to a sword and board.
Okay. Is everybody moving up?
Yeah. I have my staff out.
Right, this is... Yeah,
Is that me? Is this me?
yeah, you should be that one, I think.
I go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna lead the way?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so the hallway opens up into some like checkered black and white tile that looks very old, very dusty, and as though it hasn't moved or hasn't been like traveled over in a long time. I apologize. My brain stopped working for a moment. And then you see a few rooms, right? You can see boom, boom, boom. And then just like the hint of a staircase that sweeps up into the further levels.
And these other circles are the upper levels.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Second, third, top. Yeah. Let's check out this one first.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are like clearing doors.
Yeah.
I I'd go straight here and start observing this area.
Okay. So, where's everybody else?
I'm trailing behind.
Check out this door.
I should just enter a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you open this door here, right, this appears to be a room, like a general purpose clerical room, right? There's several desks that have all been pushed to one side that were probably at one time kind of took up the whole area. It looks, like everything in here, like abandoned, right? There's not a lot going on in here. Just like a little bit of light kind of coming in, and you can kind of see dust motes kind of floating through everything. Most of the drawers have been pulled, right? It looks like they emptied them all in a hurry. But at a quick glance, who's looking in there? Tartarus?
This is me.
Okay. At a quick glance, you can see at least one or two that are still in there. Drawers that are still in the desks.
Even without looking in those drawers, are there any papers or anything left?
You see a lot of drawers that have clearly been empty and stacked on the thing, and potentially one or two drawers in a desk that have not been pulled.
Okay. I'll open the closed drawers.
Okay. Tartarus, are you going in with him, or are you staying outside?
I don't. There's no threat in there, so I'm gonna go for this other door.
Okay, so you're opening that door. Devin, what is Wynn doing?
He's hanging back, making sure like nobody comes in the front door and nobody comes down from the stairs.
Okay.
If that happens, he's gonna give a shout.
Okay. Bree, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's...
I guess Bree's just gonna stare at the staircase.
Okay. Other Josh, Levitt is looking in that area. Kind of describe for me that situation.
As usual, he's with his notebook. He's trying to take notes, and then he's gonna look down the hall and kind of give a nod to Tartarus and Wynn, and look at Bree, and then he's gonna start opening like these smaller rooms.
Yeah. So what you see there is a series of jail cells.
Oh.
And then this is a volume warning for anyone who's listening. Don't get your eardrums blown. As you start to kind of get closer to these jail cells, you're looking at them, Levid, and like active camo, 3 or 4 frog-looking fishmen, just suddenly their eyes shoot open, and they just, heal me? Nope. No me. And then they stab you with spears from inside of the jail cells there.
If I had a nickel.
Frog.
You were attacked 3 times.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
16, 20,
Yeah.
and 19.
Yep.
All 3?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
Tartarus.
friends!
Yeah, Tartarus, there's combat afoot, and then this is Bree,
Oh dear.
right? That's Bree.
Yep.
Yeah, as you're crossing it and kind of looking up the stairway, you just see these frog people literally materialize out of absolutely nowhere. You would swear they were not there before.
Wait, are they in the cell or outside?
Yep, they're inside the cell.
Okay.
Oh shit, why
Ooh.
can't I roll?
Oh.
Total of 12 damage. Other Josh, towards Levid. You don't need it split, do you?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Yeah, their weapons, like even at a glance, look to be inferior, and it's not like they have great, right? Like they have to work between the bars. Normally they would have multiple attacks. They do not have them at this moment. So everybody go ahead and fire off an initiative.
Ooh. Noise, natural
Ugh.
training.
and a natural one from
Yep.
Josh. Oh wow, we've got a good
Why did
spread
that
this
not?
It
Damn.
is the furthest.
Fucking premium.
Hold on, that was
assets
supposed to
look
be a
so good.
disadvantage. I clicked disadvantage. Why did that not do
Oh,
disadvantage?
the frogs appear.
It doesn't always work with the initiative.
Hmm.
Initiative. There was another one I saw it with in one of our other games where it like just didn't want to roll twice.
Yeah. I have disadvantage on ability checks,
Womp
and
womp.
initiative is a
Ooh.
technically an ability check.
Hey, you go with me.
Did
Hooray.
everyone roll? Oh shit! I didn't clear the initiative order last time, did I? Damn. Let's see.
Can I just confirm that the cells are locked?
Maybe.
Dave, I can help you with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't clear beforehand. I'm a dumb. So that's. Bree got a crit. Oh wait, we just lost her. Yeah. Yeah. Frogs are good. Win. You get a 16, Devin?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you got 2, so we'll just delete one. Yep. Okay. So Bree, you're first to react to this. They do the surprise round, but then they actually got a pretty bad initiative. So what do you want to do?
Bree just wants to be like, what's happening? Like, try to communicate with them, like,
Yeah.
why would you attack us? We didn't even do anything. And then, see how, like, they react. I guess for a line of defense, is it possible to cast Entangle, like, in between me and them?
Yeah.
Is it possible to cast Entangle indoors?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Like maybe. Unfortunately, does that mean Levitt will be trapped in between it? I'm thinking, okay, in between Levitt and the frogs,
Yeah.
like this area.
Yeah,
It's quite a big area.
It does potentially mean that. And
Yeah.
for good or ill, an answer comes back to your question. They go, "Bring back the goo."
The goo?
No, thank you.
We don't have any goo.
And then you cast your entangle.
Yeah. Yeah, I cast Entangle. Yep.
Yeah, and we said before that was like, was yours the one that was all fiddleheads, or was that Josh's?
Feel what? Sorry.
Fiddleheads.
Oh, mine is the Jack and the Beanstalk kind of.
Jack and the Beans. So yeah, lots of curling sort of. Yeah. And I like that because like, this is old and not well kept, right? So you just really energize the little plants that are trying to like gain a foothold in the building. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
20 feet is a feet.
It looks as though Win is next.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are my weapons again?
Great
So
question.
I'm going to move over here 20 feet because that's as far as I can go.
Mm-hmm.
And there are frogs locked up in these cells.
I think it's a bold assumption to say that the cells are locked.
Okay. I will demand to know why we were attacked. Why did you attack my ally? I yell.
Mm-hmm.
He wheezes.
Did you do anything else,
You-
or is that? Or are you waiting for a reaction before you?
I'm waiting for a response
Yeah.
before I make a decision.
Yeah, one of them, his eyeball just moves across his head, right? Like he doesn't turn
gosh.
his head; it just moves, right, independently.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like an hourglass eyeball, right? And it's just giving you a glare, right? And he says, "You took goo."
No.
And if this were actually happening, he would thrust his spear out at you. But I am constrained by my attacks this round.
Okay. Well, I will throw a dagger at the closest one, or a dart at the closest one. So this guy. Oop. I don't have disadvantage on that, so that would be a 19.
Then yes, you hit.
Right. Disadvantage on attack rolls is at 3, and I'm at 2. 6 piercing.
Nice. Okay. Anything else? Which one was it? I missed it. I apologize.
The first,
Okay.
this one.
Yep. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Levid, look at that.
Could I cast Disguise Self on myself to look like one of them?
You can certainly try.
One of us. One of us.
Yeah.
I mean, you immediately recognize what these are, by the way. I don't know if you
Oh.
do as a person, but you do because you're from the Underdark. Right. Levid's from the Underdark.
Yeah, he is.
So I know what Smurf Nebulin is, but I didn't know if you changed that about your character. Yeah, you...
Yeah,
you...
I like.
Sorry, go ahead.
Are they like I don't know. Every time I think of frog people, I think of Slad, but I don't think they're Slad.
Yeah, they're not Slad. These are Kotua.
Oh.
I recognize the voice you do for them.
Yeah.
Ah.
My
Okay.
Kotua all talk like they're from a David Lynch film.
Yeah, I want to look like one of them. Not like them, but one of them, like a Kuatoa.
Yeah.
And then I immediately go, why stab me, you? Looking for goop.
Oh, I love it so much. Take inspiration. It's so good. What does your transformation look like?
Yeah, I want to look like Kuatoa. I'm thinking more grayish scales.
When you
Yeah.
when you transform though, like some people have described it like cracking an egg over their head, right? And this like the sensation slowly melds over them. I've seen people do like they ruffle their their clothing and their hair up, and then it just kind of changes from the motion.
Yeah.
What does yours do?
Mine is more like it's not really a cracking. It's more of the scales seem to grow out of my skin
Okay.
until I form the correct shape.
Okay.
More like a morph rather than a rip.
Sure. So it's fairly seamless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense for like a very guile based. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll with advantage. I think this is a deception, right?
Yeah. Oh man, I was gonna use inspiration because I already had inspiration, but you give me advantage anyway, so it's like it's
you
one.
cast the spell on it, and you haven't attacked them, even if your party has. Like I don't think it's unreasonable.
Nice.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
It hasn't loaded for me
23.
yet. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Right, and they like blink out of sequence, right? And they just they just look away. You're just not a concern right now. So you seem to be safe.
Them help. Look, goop.
Oh, play on Dave's heartstrings. Yeah, I become a frog. Now I love you. Okay. Okay. All right. There's maybe something here. Let's see if I can bait Tartarus into ruining it.
And then I'm done.
I want to smash. Tartarus is gonna move for this, right? Wait, let me see whether Tartarus is smart enough.
Yeah.
That's my concern. Like running around the corner, like, oh, I'll kill this frog guy.
Yeah. You think I give a fuck about killing frogs?
Yeah, no, yeah. The frog dies.
So I'll
I
give you
go for the one that's already,
which one?
the one that has been attacked.
Okay, I will give you this, Tartarus. There is a potential that you can salvage this. You moved up to the staircase there. It looks like there's another one up on the next level, looking down, right, just hunched over like a big fat bullfrog. So it's your call. You can either run up the stairs or you can, attack the one that's been the troublemaker.
So the one on top hasn't done anything to us, right?
No, but
It's
he
just looking.
he is there.
I point at him. I go, you! Are you with them? And then I strike the one that has already attacked.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
So, cause yeah, come on. Yes, that definitely hits. I assume.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just feel like Levin's gonna be shouting like, "No, bloop friend!" and as he gets slashed by the glaive.
Oh, that's so good. 6 damage, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's still up. Actually, I didn't do damage on him last time, but he's still up. Do you you swing again?
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Oh.
Not enough.
I don't think. Not enough.
Not enough.
All right.
Pass your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Devaron.
So from here,
Yeah, I mean, you
Would
hear
I-
all kinds of commotion.
yeah, if I looked, like head snap when I hear it, would I have been able to see Levid transform?
I think you're good enough with this party that you hear a magical incantation,
Okay,
even if it's pretty
Um,
subtle.
so my 2, 3, 4, 5. If I move to here, do I need to make a roll to not go at my own friend?
I do think you'll have to make a roll. I think that it's with
Okay.
advantage.
Okay, perception.
Yeah, that seems fine.
All right.
I guess rules as written, it was an intelligence check, right, Josh? For the deception.
Yeah, it's intelligence, investigation
I'm trained in that.
Okay.
against my spell save DC.
Okay. Well, so he
Okay.
gets it. Like that's a good enough.
Yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's just enough that like, right? Like if this was a comedy special, it would be like a cardboard cutout he's holding in front of him, and you can see him holding, right? Like,
Right.
and you're like, oh, that's fine.
Like, yeah, I charge at him, and then at the last second, like, gives me a wink on the sly.
Right.
And then can I attack this one from like around the corner, or will I need to move there to really get him?
Yeah, you're good. The bars are open.
Okay, it's a sword, so I'm probably not gonna hit anyway. But here we go. Please. Oh, wrong button. That's my bad. 11 to hit.
No such luck.
All right. I hold my shield up menacingly.
Yeah. I think I need to tick this twice, right? Because it's the frogs now.
Yes.
Okay. Are we okay with stopping in the middle of combat, or do we want to push through?
It's only 9:30 for me, so it's really up to you guys.
It is 12:30.
On our side, I think we're just gonna have lunch after this, so I think I can push at least.
You guys want to push a
I
sec?
would prefer if we stopped it here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too.
Let me take their turn, and we'll start next game with the top of the initiative then.
right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so I'll swing a couple times. So this
Yeah.
frog here just squirms his way out of it, right? And spins his man catcher and levels it at Levid. But that's his whole turn. The other two are going to attack. So we've got, is that you, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got one.
Well, they're both Josh's.
Yes, right. One at each of you. So we'll do Varun first, and then Levid. Ooh, yeah. They cannot get their. They're getting all caught up. Everything's getting sticky. There's a bunch of pointy weapons coming in through the bars. They're not having a good job of it. And then finally, so the little bullfrog, was this Tartarus?
Yeah.
Like on the stairs? Yeah. The big bullfrog at the top, who's been like kind of hunched down, right? He narrows his eyes at you as he looks down from the from the high ground, as it were, right? And he contorts his hand into this weird symbol. And Tartarus, you're not trained in Arcana, are you?
Nope.
Okay. other Josh, if Levid wants to take a Arcana or a Perception at disadvantage, he might catch part of the incantation that happens here.
All right. Oh man. No, I don't think I got it.
Yeah, you hear several words of power, right, in quick succession that you cannot quite place. And a bright flash, and that all the tile underneath you just moves once. It undulates. It probably the same animation we would have used to make all of the ground move in the forest. And springing from every corner, every crack, every surface, there's just gallons of water start flooding this tower as he's just croaking and groaning loudly, doing like the Bugalo from Futurama, right? That just right. Oh, perfect timing with the hydrate or dihydrate, because they're gonna die because of water.
Dihydrate.
That would be hydrate and dihydrate.
Yeah.
That goes against the contractual language.
I ran out. I never got another drink. I can't, Haggerty. I'm sorry. But we're past time, so that's gonna be it for us tonight. We did just a touch over 2 hours, which is really awesome. I'm super excited. We are back at this next week, 7 days from today. Hopefully get ourselves an answer to what happened to Caravan, right? Maybe get some closure on Wynn's weird journey in the winter world. And technically speaking, we're at the chateau. We're at the guardhouse out front of it, but I'll take it as a win. Spelled W-I-N. Does anybody have any closing remarks? Oh, it absolutely smells of rich mahogany. Walking in a winter wonderland, that's a pretty good one.
What smells like mahogany?
Oh man, that didn't work out.
What?
Trying to fool the frogs.
I mean, it did right up until, our boy Tartarus. He's got a real knack for killing.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. Not smart enough.
Or we're gonna try and stream some tomorrow. We'll be at the them Dave with the more Electric Dice podcast, and then other Josh, you've got a game tomorrow too, right? Which is tonight for you.
Yeah, we'll be up in 7.5 hours with the Penelopean Islands. I think end of the month we'll be doing Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Ooh, one game for Halloween. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And yeah, we'll most probably be doing Among Us as well one of these days, but we'll update that on like Discord or something. Thanks for the game, Dave.
Yeah. I like that we got another good combat in. Combat definitely drags, but is also really fun. D&D's really good at it, so it's nice when we can squeak it in there. I'm super excited to be at the chateau because that's where like all of the world building comes together. There's so many weird little rooms that I put in. I think if we can find a way to do 3 hours next week, we can probably do it all in one. I think if we got to keep it to another 2 hours, it'll be really tight, but we can probably find some sort of closure because I know, adding extra weeks is going to be tough, but we can talk about it on Discord and everything. All right, any last remarks, or are we good to go?
Really excited. I really enjoyed the world building.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, I'm really excited. We're gonna get out of here. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Nope.
Like I said,
Yep.
back with this in a week, and there's more D&D tonight, tomorrow, every day, ever. All right, bye.
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 Just thinking about it. Takes like 10 seconds to get queued up.
I realized we didn't dab.
Oh no! Yeah, we didn't finish our Ginyu Force.
Whatever would we do?